Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to show y'all how to dye your hair at home, cheap, easy, and quicker than at a salon. So let's get into it. If you read the how-to, you know we're going to be dyeing your hair light brown. Here are all the supplies you're going to need. They're laid out for you. And put on your gloves. It's time to set up the station. So you could set down towels if you need to. I'm just going to use wipes after I'm done. Here we have the bowl, which is an old cake container. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Is that how it goes? We have the hair dye, the brush, and the volume developer. So I'm using the end of the brush to open up the hair dye because it's pokey and it does the job. So then you're going to want to empty out your hair dye, and each hair dye is 2.5 ounces, and it's going to be a 1-to-1 ratio for each product. I suggest starting at the bottom because most hair dye containers are a thick, hard, whatever material that is, and you're gonna need some arm strength. So start from the bottom and then you'll get all of it out, getting your money's worth. Squeeze it out, squeeze it out. Okay. Oh, and this smells really bad, so I suggest wearing a mask. Yeah, and the end result is ramen noodles. Imagine if someone ate it, though. Oh my gosh. Alright, next step. Putting in 2.5 ounces of the 30 volume developer, which we are using to lighten their hair 3 levels. Might have not been the best idea. Foreshadowing. Okay, I do it by eyeball because I've done this many times, but you can always get out a measuring cup or whatever. As I was mixing, you're gonna want to mix, of course. As I was mixing, I noticed this one was a little bit sticky and clumpy, so I was a little questionable, maybe the hair dye was expired or something, had an old shelf life, not sure. Anyways, moving on. After everything's mixed, you're going to want to... Hello, this is the model. I'm so sorry for not introducing him. His name is Velo. He happily volunteered for this, so there were no models harmed in the making of this how-to. Continuing, we are putting the Vaseline all over his hairline, the front of his hairline, the back part, near the neck, and behind the ears. Oh my God, not me giving him wrinkles. Okay. So we're applying everything, as I said, to the front because this prevents staining. If hair dye were to come on, the Vaseline allows it to slip and not really stain as much, if that makes sense. And if you didn't have the Vaseline, it would be much harder to take out, and it would probably take 2 to 3 days for the stain to actually fully remove, and it's a pain in the ass. So use your Vaseline. Then that's how the dye came out, kind of like a poopy brown toffee color. As you can see, he's very excited. And yeah, so we're ready to start applying the hair dye to the hair itself. And I don't know what I told him. Anyway, beginning, we're going to start in the front part of his hair, the part that everybody sees. So if you had longer hair, it would be your whole front couple strands. Of course you want everything to be fully covered, but you want to have a bigger focus on what you're going to see first. So I'm going down like the little sideburn triangle thing. If anyone's wondering, his haircut, it's a blowout tapered, and yeah, very popular Asian boy haircut. Looks very good. Anyway, off topic. So we're gonna start splitting the hair, going upward motion, downward motion to make sure all the hairs are covered. And oh my gosh, I think I gave a little stain there. Oops. But yes, we're going to continue on and just cover everything. When I start, I usually start with less product than I usually start small rather than bigger, because I am used to dyeing my own hair and I have a lot of hair compared to my model here, so I like to start small because you can always add more at the end with whatever's extra. But that won't be a problem with short hair because one bottle can kind of do like 2 sessions of hair dye. Alright, so yeah, going up in the back part of his hair and going around the ears, kind of making like a line. That's how I start. And then I go back in on the top of the hair and I start using that as well. It's kind of fun. It's like painting. I wonder what he's saying to me. Anyways, now we're going more towards the middle. And then here I said, whatever, we're just going to start using the gloves. And it's honestly easier. Just massage it in the hair, and it's better to see. I'm grabbing more clumps because we're towards the end here, so I'm using whatever else is left and just making sure that everything is covered inside. Yep, now we're having a little mohawk time. It looks funny. Ooh, look how professional. Oh, that's professional. Did you see how it's like bending down and then like, okay. Book hair. Anyways, now after all the hair is covered with dye, we're going to take a shower cap or a plastic bag, whatever you have, and cover the hair with it. Remember to tightly seal it so that the bag can work as a heat processor and kind of lock in the color and the hair product. That's what I'm explaining there with my hands. And next step is, depending on what time you started doing your hair application, you're going to add 20 minutes to that, or of course more if you spent less time dyeing the hair. Here we are in the shower, and he's taking off his chain because he doesn't want to stain it. Don't worry, everyone, there was nobody in the shower, it was just us. I don't know why he put the bag like that. He probably stained the whole thing. Anyways, you're going to want to rinse out your hair with lukewarm water. Here I was testing, and it's approved. So he's going to start rinsing out his hair. You're going to want to rinse until the water comes out clear, and then you can shower like normal. But, yeah. Disregard the end. But this is how you dye your hair. Kinda. If you have very strong Asian genes and pitch black hair, you're going to want to either use 40 volume developer, despite the damage that it can happen to your hair, or bleaching, which is also very damaging. Thank you for watching my failed how-to. I hope you learned something and had a little entertainment. Thank you.